Welcome to the Sun Parlour Coffee House Sessions. I'm Jan Hall from Folk Roots Radio. Well, we're back in the studio in Kingsville. We've been spending time at home for the last few months because of the coronavirus pandemic, but we're back in the studio today, which is wonderful. I do want to let you know that we will be continuing the COVID Times editions of the show we've been doing with artists from all over the world. Using their videos to chat about their music. So there will be more of that coming. But today, we're in the studio. We're joined by Brad Ouellette, who has been making music all his life. Actually, 19 years he made music full time. He has recorded in Montreal. He's recorded in Detroit, Toronto. He's even been in Nashville and down in Muscle Shoals in Alabama. Lots of great places. Now, though, he's making music at home. He's working on his solo career and actually recording at Sound Foundry in Kingsville, working on another solo album. But he's here with us today. He's coming up in the studio just now. Enjoy.
Here's a Wild West ballad about the early days of Billy the Kid when he got away. The sun's going down, but the ride isn't over quite yet. Another sleepy town, where the news hasn't hit them, I bet. There's a man riding here. He's gunning for me and my friends, but we can't feel the fear. Gonna ride from here to the end. Hear the howl in the wind as you trek through the snow. 7 cold men with a ways to go. Feel the rifle crack hard from the rocks below. It's a 2-day ride to Mexico. Gotta find a way to get to the border real fast. I've seen better days, and I feel I've ridden my last. There's 2 men gone, and another one riding behind. I know he'll be lost when the moon rises up in the sky. Hear the howl in the wind as you trek through the snow. 4 cold men with a ways to go. Feel the rifle crack hard from the rocks below. It's 10 more hours to Mexico. Billy the Kid and all his friends riding to the sky as another day ends, hoping to find that one last trail, trying their best to stay out of jail. The sun's coming up. I can smell Mexico in the air. 100-foot drop took out William Bear. If the rocks hold out, I know I'll make the last climb. But that gun keeps on crying. It wants the next life to be mine. Hear the howl in the wind as you trek through the snow. 2 cold men with a ways to go. Feel the rifle crack hard from the rocks below. It's 10 more minutes to Mexico. Billy the Kid and one last friend riding to the sky as the day begins, coming to the end of that one last trail, over the top and out of jail. Going to do a love song I wrote for my upcoming CD. Who cares if the stars come out at night? And who cares if the moon is shining bright? If I shout out I love you and everybody stares, who cares? Who cares if your train comes in on time? And who cares if I'm waiting on the line? Since you know that I love you, if you need a little more time, who cares? Starlight, star bright, first star that I see. I'm gonna wish for a lifelong love to come shining down on you and me. Oh, 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 who cares if the world can't get along? I know my love for you is strong. When you need someone beside you, when everything's going wrong, you know who cares. Starlight, star bright, first star that I see. I'm going down to the river of hope. Won't you shine your lucky loving light on me? Oh, 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 who cares if the world can't get along? I know our love is ever strong. When you need someone to hold you, when everything's going wrong, you know who cares. I'll be the one who cares. I'll be the one who cares. All right, now I'm going to do a song that I wrote off of my last CD called Can't Buy Rain. And it's about when the settlers came and took the land. Yippee-ki-yay, yippee-yay, you can't breathe money and it don't buy rain. Yippee-ki-yay, yippee-yay, oh, take what you need and leave the rest grow. There's a tree going dead where the rivers run dry, and the pond's just a muddy old hue. Folks say there ain't been a drought like this since 1862. When the medicine man who was working this land got a call from the government troops, they gave him $27 and they told him just to move on through. Land dried out, it was a dust bowl drought. All the streams in the valley went dry. Buffalo moved with the medicine man, and the buzzards just circled high. White man planned just to claim all the land, but the medicine man wasn't through. He took his $27 and he stuffed it in a dead man's shoe. Yippee-ki-yay, yippee-yay, you can't breathe money and it don't buy rain. Yippee-ki-yay, yippee-yay, oh, they're leaving me no place to go, and money won't ever make a change because you can't buy rain. Cripple Creek Valley used to jump in the sun with the roar of the tractors all day, till the government man started buying up land to move the road from the city this way. Since all that beginner's been a quiet old man, just wandering around in the haze. He muttered something about taking what you need, and then he chanted this way. Yippee-ki-yay, yippee-yay, you can't breathe money and it don't buy rain. Yippee-ki-yay, yippee-yay, oh, they're leaving you no place to go, And money won't save you from the pain because you can't buy rain. I had a dream, he gave me $27. Then he pointed out back towards. Then he sat down next to me on the porch and said, son, that was my reward for taking just what I needed and helping Mother Nature plan. You know she'll take back what she wants, and I can see she's here again. So chant with me, son, we've got time to get it done. Yippee-ki-yay, you can't breathe money and it don't buy rain. Yippee-ki-yay, take what you need and leave the rest flow. Yippee-ki-yay, can't breathe money and it don't buy rain. Yippee-ki-yay, take what you need and leave the rest grow. Yippee-ki-yay, we were doing fine till the government came. Yippee-ki-yay, clean place to fish and lots of buffalo. You can't breathe money and it don't buy rain. Clean place to fish and lots of buffalo. Used to party about a mile past Highway 9. You're a little burrow nestled deep in the woods where the tall pines stood. Once in a while when the right wind blows, you get some good fishing in the creek below where the water runs clear and pure. It's just old Mountain Dew. When the kids go fishing and the fish ain't biting, gotta find something makes a night exciting. When the kids go fishing and the fishing ain't good, gotta know there'll be trouble in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, trouble in the neighborhood. Some start talking, others start kissing, others thinking about the ones they're missing. As the fire gets low and the moon gets high, the good times fly by. Once in a while when the mood's just right, some couples slipping off into the darker night. Yeah, you'll find them in the hayloft doing what all kids do. When the kids go fishing and the fish ain't biting, gotta find something makes a night exciting. When the kids go fishing and the fishing ain't good, gotta know there'll be trouble in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, trouble in the neighborhood. There's a rustle in the bushes and a dog give a bark and a gun goes off and then a police car come running around the corner, wonder what them kids up to. When the kids go fishing and the fish ain't biting, gotta find something makes a night exciting. When the kids go fishing and the fishing ain't good, gotta know there'll be trouble in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, trouble in the neighborhood. When the kids go fishing and the fish ain't biting, gotta find something makes a night exciting. Yeah, I like to write songs about different things. History, I do a lot of reading. Politics, always got to do protest songs. And philosophy, it's one of my philosophy of life. If you had some more time. One day, gonna climb up a mountain, spend time with an old friend, stop working on the weekends. One day, gonna open all the windows, feel the grass grow between my toes, follow anywhere my heart goes. 'Cause the days only seem a little longer when you worry about the night you've cried. It's less about what you accomplish, more about what you try. I gotta have a mind to give myself the time one day. One day, gonna follow where the wind blows, go and water the seeds I've sown, find the end of the rainbow. One day, I'm gonna climb up the tallest tree, just to see what there is to see. That's the way life should be. 'Cause the days only seem a little longer when you worry about the night you've cried. It's less about what you accomplish, more about what you try. Gotta have a mind to give myself the time one day. One day, gonna go before the Lord above, reminisce about a life of love, and I hope and pray she'll say, I'm glad you had the mind to give yourself time. Your life is less about reason and more about a rhyme. Anyway, yeah. It's a song I wrote called Warsaw, and I wrote it back when there was a financial crisis a number of years ago, and I think it became relevant again in 2016 after the American election. And with the COVID thing, you know, I know it ain't Warsaw, but it used to be better. I know it ain't Warsaw, but it used to be better. I'm gonna hold that American dream right to the letter. Yeah, they used to be getting up in the morning, going out and earning a good pay. I know it ain't Warsaw, but it's a crime anyway. There used to be jobs, we used to get paid. We used to be going out at night, spending all that money on your date. There used to be lineups at every club in town. I know it ain't Warsaw, but things are going down. I know it ain't Warsaw, but it used to be better. And I'm gonna hold that American dream right to the letter. Yeah, they used to be getting up in the morning, going out and earning a good pay. I know it ain't Warsaw, but it's a crime anyway. There used to be schools nearby where learning could be fun. There used to be coming home after, showing your mama what you done. Now your mama's at work and the school's far away. And I'm not sure at the end of it all what we're learning these days. I know it ain't Warsaw, but it used to be better. And I'm gonna hold that American dream right to the letter. Yeah, they used to be getting up in the morning, going out and earning a good pay. I know it ain't Warsaw, it's a crime anyway. We need to be ashamed brought us here today. 'Cause in the end, only the children are gonna pay. I know it ain't Warsaw, but it ain't the promised land. We were led to believe all along that that was the plan. Yeah, there used to be hard times, but then they got better. You could go back to school, come back as a trendsetter. Yeah, there used to be hard times, but no one turned away. We made enough to pay for it all at the end of the day. I know it ain't Warsaw, but it used to be better. And I'm gonna hold that American dream right to the letter. Yeah, they used to be getting up in the morning, going out and earning a good pay. I know it ain't Warsaw, but it's a crime anyway. I know it ain't Moscow, it's a crime anyway. I know it ain't Baghdad, but it's a crime anyway.
That's Brad Ouellette in the studio for the Sun Parlour Coffee House Sessions. I'm Jan Hall from Folk Roots Radio. We're having a socially distanced session today because it is COVID times, but we're having a little chat about his music just now, socially distanced. Great to have you join us today, Brad.
Oh, my pleasure, Jan.
One of the things I wanted to ask you was that you made music for 19 years. I think that was all you did. And I love it when you mentioned that, you know, you've recorded in Nashville, down in Muscle Shoals, which is just so cool. When you even told me you'd been to Muscle Shoals, that was so cool.
Yeah, it's the epitome of the recording industry down there.
You must have had some fabulous memories over the years from your time out on the road.
Absolutely. Played a lot of big venues and, made a lot of good friends around the world. Wrote a lot of music, recorded in different places. Muscle Shoals is a very fabulous place. When you go there, it's about the size of, locally, it was about 16,000 people. On the side of the police car, there's a gold record, and it says hit. And it says Muscle Shoals, Alabama, the recording capital of the world.
Yeah, that must be very cool. Now, when you were out on the road, I mean, you're playing acoustic guitar with us tonight. What instruments would you play when you're in bands? Because you played in several bands, I think, didn't you?
I did. I played bass guitar for a long time. I played lead guitar, and I've been a singer all my life, so...
Well, we've certainly been enjoying your music tonight. And you know, one of the things I love when we bring people in the studio is seeing how well they adapt to the surroundings. You just get going. You just seem pretty comfortable. Is that just because, you know, you're one with the instrument, music is just part of your life?
I've done so many versatile venues, and you never know what to expect when you get there. So you sort of have to be ready for whatever comes and do it.
So now, is it mostly solo work you do?
Yeah. I had a band for a while that we do called Billy and the Kids, and when the time is right for a band. But I've always fallen back to the acoustic music, and even if I'm writing a rock and roll song, I can always do it acoustically. When I started out, it was at coffee houses doing kind of punk rocky kind of things, but on my acoustic guitar, so it gets some attention.
Now, the songs that you're recording in the studio just now, at Sound Foundry, those are band songs, right? Are you doing much, as just solo acoustic as well?
Well, the ones that are coming up, like I did here, Ride to Mexico and Who Cares? There might be some band tracks in the background of Who Cares, but it's basically an acoustic doo-wop kind of thing. And Ride to Mexico is going to be just acoustic, maybe with a harmonica. I like to mix it up.
These days, you're not on the road typically, mostly playing coffee houses, festival gigs, that type of thing that you do now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I know we're in these strange COVID times and we're never quite sure how it's going to be when we get out again. But if people come to a Brad Ouellette show, what can they expect?
They can expect pretty much nonstop entertainment. I don't take a lot of time in between songs. I've developed an act that's sort of where I look at the audience and I try and figure out what you might want to hear, and I gear my music to that. So I'll run one song into another and try and hit your favorite songs and maybe follow with one of my songs that's in the same vein.
So would you, on a typical day, you might play some covers as well as your own material?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I do, usually I've always adapted any cover tunes I do to be of my own style. If you're going to do something, do it your way. Be authentic.
You're a very natural player. I've got to admit, I really enjoy listening to you play. It's been fabulous to have you in the studio today. If people want to follow you and keep up on your music, what's the best way for people to do that?
I'm on Facebook, Bradley W. Ouellette, and I have Gmail, bwouellette@gmail.com, and that's on all my CDs and that. That's the best way to get a hold of me right now is Facebook, really. I'm on SoundCloud now, and I'm developing that, the social media end of things.
Yeah, it's a lot to keep up with these days.
You have to be your own business person in this day and age. There's a whole paradigm shift in the music business.
It certainly is. Yeah. It's been great to have you join us. I think you've got one more song for us to hear tonight. I think we're going to finish with Bullet. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, the history of a bullet. It's set in the 1960s in the southern United States, where a young boy, after a subdivision is built, finds something in the backyard and asks his father what it is, and it turns out to be a bullet.
It's been great to have you join us. This is Brad Ouellette for the Sun Parlour Coffee House Sessions. Enjoy. And stay safe, everybody.
This is a song about a war in North America where brother fought against brother and cousin against cousin, and it was a sad time, but if we ignore history, we are bound to repeat it, aren't we? It's about the history of a bullet. Sitting in the ground for 100 years, till developers come like everybody feared. Up come the roots of a big old tree. Something fell out, didn't nobody see. Then one day when Jimmy James Johnny, playing in a yard in Louisiana, come across something that looked real neat. So he showed it to his pa and asked him what it be. Said, son, that's a bullet, help take away Louisiana. Fired from a gun on your great-granddaddy's land. When old Uncle Joe fired one way and Granddaddy caught the round, that's the day old Louisiana went down. Yeah, that's the day old Louisiana went down. Nothing got a mixed up history like a bullet that you find in the side of a tree. 2 weeks from its day of birth, loaded in a gun and away to work. On some man's land, in some man's passion, fired off a round in the normal fashion. Took away all of a young man's dreams, just a flash in the night that he'd never seen. Son, that's a bullet, help take away Louisiana. Fired from a gun on your great-granddaddy's land. When old Uncle Joe fired one way and Granddaddy caught the round, that's the day old Louisiana went down. Yeah, that's the day old Louisiana went down. See, big old Joe was joining up with Uncle Sam. All his kin said that he could just be damned. His grandma was a rebel from the hills. She just took him out back and slapped him silly. Told him if he ever came back from Philly, well, don't fire a bullet, gonna take away Louisiana. If you ever come back here, stay away from Daddy's land. But old Uncle Joe fired one way, and Granddaddy caught the rounds. That's the day old Louisiana went down. Yeah, that's the day old Louisiana went down.